What? You don't roleplay when you're playing games? Oh sh! Anyway, YouTube, before we start, don't give me a copyright strike for that music. Don't do it. This is for science. Ish. So the music to this, IK, plus International Taekwondo, International Karate. Music you can hear in the background now. Yeah. And that both have the same thing in common. Music and that's brilliant, by the way. You know, the music in here was written by Rob Hubbard, and its predecessor, the music it was based on a film called Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, and that was written by Ryuichi Sakamoto. Ryuichi Sakamoto. Nailed it, I think. This is it. Ryuichi Sakamoto. And that, the music in here, is based on that. Well, fact you didn't know. You probably did. And the music on here, the intro music, in 2005, Best 16-bit on the Golden Joystick Awards. When it came out in 1987, it came out on the Commodore 64 first, I think, and the ZX Spectrum. ZX Spectrum 64. But it was exported over there on the Commodore 64, not as AK Plus, International Karate. It was exported as Chop and Drop. Same game, different name. Don't know why. Americans, you just have to do everything different. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at different versions. This was Rob Hubbard's version, lightly based on what we just heard. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the ports. ZX Spectrum. This isn't a 48K, this is a Harlequin that I built from scratch. This is 128. So we're going to look at that port, 128 version. Then we're going to look at the 64 version. And from the 64, we're going to look at the Amiga version, which is the OCS version. And then we're going over to the 32, the last version, which is this one. We'll see if we can see a spot difference between that version and the OCS version. I can't spot it. Apparently this is enhanced. So yeah, last one would be the 32. Let's get on with it, shall we? The ZX Spectrum version 128. Music's definitely a bit different. Yeah. Well, not bad for a 128. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's have a look at the 64. This is International Karate 86. I think. If you listen to the music in the background. That's IK Plus with Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Written by Ryuichi Sakamoto. You see where it's gone from Merry Christmas to IK Plus. So now we'll put on IK Plus and see the difference. Loading screen for the 64. Like I said before, the American version was chop and drop. Exact same, chop and drop. It's got a way to go yet. I mean, they brought this out, they didn't just bring this out on the 64 Spectrum Amigas. It came out on other systems as well, like the Amstrad CPC, for some reason. And the other unit, you know, the Atari ST, and then it got ported to Game Boy Advance, the PlayStation, which I've never seen on the PlayStation, so I'll have to look for that. Yeah, it's just loading up. C64 version. If you notice, background, not much detail, but more detail than what there was on the Spectrum. That's the C64 version. The Amiga OCS version. Amiga CD32 version. So that's the versions. Which ones did you prefer? Yeah. I don't like the 64 version, but obviously CD32 is better. And I'm not testing the Atari because I don't own one. I don't think I would. Well, mine. Probably not. So that's OK Plus. Now, they did bring out OK Plus Deluxe. Well, they didn't, but somebody else did. Where you can control all three on the 64. It's a two-player game, but on the Deluxe, somebody managed to get hold of how, I don't know. Because it was produced, it was completed, it was never released. But then developers, some other home brewer, got hold of it, modified it. So if you had a joystick port adapter, you could have 3-player. You could control the 3rd player instead of the computer. And there's another version called the Gold. Don't know much about that one. I didn't look through it. Yeah. A bit of history. Literally the best music out there in any game. Just when you go from Ryuichi Sakamoto's initial Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, and then you go to International Karate on the Commodore 64, you'll hear it in the background with this music at the same time. On the Amiga, it was arranged, the music was arranged by Dave Lowe, but it was written by Rob Hubbard. Dave Lowe took that music for the Amiga port, give it an upbeat. That's what you got, basically. So yeah, initial composer was Rob Hubbard. But that's why you see Dave Lowe's name come up on the screen. I used to do karate when I was a kid, in the teenagers. My mate dragged me. And then this came out, it was awesome. And that suit I had on before was Taekwondo. Not karate. I ain't got a karate suit anymore. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers. Right, Bruce. Let's have you. Come on. Yeah. Have it. Double the money. Down. Still got it. Whoa.